I've signed Satya Pe Satta, but that movie's been delayed. तेरा बहुत हो गया साले और एक हाथ की पड़ेगी ना तेरे नाक पाड़े से गंगा जमुना बहने लगेगा.
Alright, what are your forthcoming films?
I've signed Satya Pe Satta, but that movie's been delayed.
Right.
So hopefully that will happen soon. Other than that, and you're saying maybe you should do something else. Well, I'm hopefully a trained actor as well as a filmmaker. And I've written a script over the last year and a half, and finally I've gotten it to a place where I think the audience will love it. And I've gotten a producer on board, and we're going to start making that film hopefully by the end.
You're directing it?
I'm directing it.
Okay, so who's the producer?
Producer is, I shouldn't name names.
Okay.
But these guys over here.
Okay, so. No issues.
Yeah.
Alright, so when are you starting that film?
Hopefully we're going to start casting by next month, and then, you know, in 3 or 4 months we'll start shooting it. By the end of the year, we'll have a release date. It's supernatural, it's a psychological thriller, and it's very different than what I'm known for.
What are the sort of actors that you're looking at? You're casting yourself? You'll be playing the main lead?
No, I won't. I only do one job at a time, so I don't want to mess up the acting and the directing. The star of this film will be the story.
So who's writing the story? You're doing it yourself?
Written it. Yeah, I've written it. It's actually based on my thesis film from New York University.
You spoke about it when we met you last for 3 Idiots.
Yeah, I went to the same school Rohit Dhawan went to, and I wrote a script there and made a short film, and it won a lot of awards. So I knew that it had a commercial part of it, was quite commercial, and it has a nice twist ending at the end. So I just extended it. I put some nice Bollywood, mix, and made a nice bhel, and this is what we've come out with.
In fact, the scene in Desi Boyz with Deepika. In fact, when you're there in the house with her and John is outside and you tell her that I'll take care of it, something to that effect.
Yeah.
What exactly is the dialogue?
तेरा बहुत हो गया साले और एक हाथ की पड़ेगी ना तेरे नाक पाड़े से गंगा जमुना बहने लगेगा.
तेरा बहुत हो गया साले और एक हाथ की पड़ेगी ना तेरे नाक पाड़े से गंगा जमुना बहने लगेगा.
Talking about the writing part, you said that you're having a good story. And I think one thing that really worked in your advantage as far as 3 Idiots is concerned, we will talk about 3 Idiots because I think that will be spoken about even 10 years, 20 years down the line as far as you are concerned. The fact is that the writing of Raju Hirani and Abhijat Joshi, the dialogues, I think they were very, very instrumental in just making your lines immortal. Be it the Balatkar scene and hundreds of other scenes that you have in the film. Do you talk to Raju that yaar mere ko aap please repeat karo Munna Bhai mein as in some other sort of movie for sure, or maybe if you can seek guidance from him, because he's a great I think teacher in fact.
No, he's great.
The amount of time he takes in just formalizing his script, he's amazing.
Yeah, but he knows that quality will always have a longer run than if you just have quantity and stars and you make something fast. You have to have quality. His film is still running. That film 3D is still running in Hong Kong,
China.
I mean, it's been 2.5 years.
It's being remade into Chinese now.
Really?
It will be remade into China.
So I mean,
Chinese language. They're making it themselves.
That's amazing, and it already has the South Indian, version. So I don't ask him for any roles and such because Raju will only take who he thinks is best for the role, whatever role he's writing. If he sees me in another role, I'll be more than glad to do it. What an opportunity, but it's got to fit the role. That's why I don't do too many films at a time. I just do what I think the audience will like, and people have to have faith in me.
Finally, the kind of director that you like to work with.
Both Raju and Ashwini Chaudhary, the directors of these films, when you go on set, you don't think that these people have everything on the line, There's so many expectations for a director, especially because they only have one film every 3 years. So if that movie doesn't do well, it's over for them in some ways, But you don't see that on set when you meet these directors. They're so calm, they're so relaxed, they have everything sorted, and they work with a small crew that there's not even any studio backing many times. So all of that creative input is sort of in a bubble, and you can work with that. And when you give a suggestion to Raju or to Ashwini, they take it and they don't think, oh, my suggestion is better, your suggestion. They think, what's better for the scene? And they'll always put what's better in the scene. They'll take it for anyone and everyone. So when you think Raju is a genius, he is very smart, but he's also extremely smart for listening to everyone else's input. And that's a lot of the reason why this film, Jodi Breakers and 3 Idiots, I think, are going to be, a good film.
So that is Omi Vaidya talking about everything related to movies that he's doing. Why 3 Idiots continues to be, I think, a benchmark as far as his performances are concerned. He has delivered some fine performances in Desi Boyz, Players of late, and Jodi Breakers is coming up, which is looking interesting. And he's having a film. He has written a film. The story is by him. He wants to direct it. The producer has been finalized. He'll be making the announcements very soon, and even the sort of actors and all, he'll be finalizing soon, and hopefully that will be releasing by the end of this year. So thank you very much for being on Bollywood Hungama. Lovely to have you, and all the best wishes for Jodi Breakers.
Thank you.
And for your directorial venture and all your future ventures as well.
All right.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.